Hello and welcome back to today's Morning Report. Charles Perry on Thursday, 21st of July with me, Japan Market Analyst at Antec Markets. Looking at dollar yen now, and we've started to see in the last sort of few minutes really, dollar yen starting to sink lower. There's sort of concerns about what the BOJ is actually going to be preparing. And you're starting to see an impact apparently through the market. There's a large amount of selling orders sort of in the 106, 107 area, which are impacting on the rate. We've seen this rally on dollar yen. You actually went through the top of my sell zone, closed just basically at the top. 106.80 is my top, 106.80 because of the top of that sort of Brexit day high. And also that coincides with the downtrend channel. And you start to see the move coming back lower. Is this the start of a correction? Well, it'll be interesting to see because we haven't really had much of a selling pressure coming through on dollar yen yet. I think 105.50 is a key level, and also 105.80 being yesterday's low, but 105.50 being an old sort of support. Which I think if you drop back below that, that provided support also on the 19th. So that would be a pulling below the two days worth of trading if that went through that today. 106.11 is where we are at the moment, and that's the candle you've had. And yet actually the selling pressure started to really accelerate just after that UK retail sales data. This is the 1 minute chart. Started to really see that acceleration to the downside back from 680. So you actually saw a drop of almost 90 ticks in a space of 3 or 4 minutes. So you are starting to see this correction coming through. Maybe the support comes in sort of, I mean, to be honest, it's anywhere between sort of 104.60 towards 105.60 and then 106.30 being the sort of the top really, which is now turning back into resistance again, and I'll show you why, because it's a pivot line. 106.30 was a pivot between in the early part of June, and then capped the gains initially last Thursday, Friday, and early this week, and then I think that will now become support resistance again. So that is a pivot line, 106.30. But again, as I'm speaking, they're starting to see the selling pressure coming back through again. So it could well go that if you go below 104.60, I think that really does start resuming the downside pressure. So this would be an interesting one because I've been waiting for the selling pressure to come back through on dollar yen. It's been resistance, or there's been some good momentum on the long side, but is this the point at which we start to see the downside? We're seeing if you sort of close at this level and continue to go down, then you're going to get a sell signal crossover on the stochastics. So interesting times on dollar yen. So I wish you good luck in your trading. I'll speak to you later. Thank you.